Gentlemen, it is infinite degrees here in LA, and sometimes that's not such a good thing. Coming from Cleveland, Ohio, it was a good thing for like a few weeks, but now I've had enough of it. And the thing is, when it gets to like 100 fucking degrees Fahrenheit, and you go out in the sun for a long time, and then you come back in the AC, then you get just turbo hit with like 9 different factors. You get the UV rays from the sun, you get the constant circulation of air, which can make you sick in of itself from the AC air conditioning. You then get the possible heat stroke from the sun if you stay out there for too long. And so all these combos, this combination of factors kind of wombo combo themselves and hit me. And so I got a little bit ill yesterday. I felt a little bit shit. My head hurt, my fucking energy levels were nothing. I went to train legs, and my heaviest set of squat was like fucking 175. For reference, my 1 rep max is fucking 4 plates. So like, it's like 33% of my 1 rep max. So let's just say I wasn't feeling too well. Just fucking go down. Okay, thank you. Hair, bro. Okay, so this is why a buzz cut is better. This is why everyone should just have a buzz cut at all times. So here's what to eat to recover from said illness, because right now, just the day after, I feel completely fucking fine. I feel better. Disclaimer, this wasn't like turbo, I can't say the C word, but like the thing 19, like bird flu, chlamydia. This wasn't like an awful illness, but it was I didn't feel good, and now I feel a lot better. So what should you eat? The number one like quick tip I have, only 2 minutes into the video, that's a record for me fucking not going on a tangent, is something that I've named garlic incubation. It's pretty fucking gross, but if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense and it's cool. So raw garlic has this compound in it called allicin. It's very good for your blood flow, for your heart, for your pulse, everything. And it's not really present in cooked garlic, it's just present in raw garlic. And basically how it gets released is if you crush the garlic. So the only way to get this is if you eat the fucking raw garlic and then you crush it between your teeth, which also gets maximum smell, maximum stench, but you have to embrace it and you have to do something called garlic incubation. So what do I recommend? If you're not Eastern European or just a beginner, then take 1 clove, cut it up, crush it first with the palm of your hand or like the blade of a knife, whatever, and then you cut it up and then you put it over your regular meal and then you just eat it like normal. And then trust me, you'll definitely feel it. And you'll definitely get the aura of someone who's just eaten raw garlic. And then that's your last meal of the day. And then you go to sleep and then you fucking wrap yourself up. And then what you'll notice is that you're gonna be wrapped up under the covers, however many layers you need, even if it's hot. Surprisingly, like you won't even feel hot doing this. You'll begin to sweat, and that's you sweating out the toxins and the illness, and you'll notice that it feels very, very good to sweat out whatever that is. Now, obviously, if you feel like claustrophobic, like you're gonna die or whatever, then don't keep wrapped up. You can like take the blanket off for some time or whatever, but this is just how I've seen, and also drink a lot of water, but not so much that you need to get up and piss in the middle of the night. This is what I've found is the best way to fall asleep. Smelling like garlic, and just like wrapped up. And almost thinking this is like every minute you spend in this state is like plus 1 HP. Like if the illness took you down like minus 20 HP or whatever, plus 1 HP. Apart from this, if you are an Eastern European or you're a bit more advanced, you can just like take the whole clove raw and then you'll be fine. That's what I do. Or even multiple cloves if you're like Eric Bugenhagen, or if you're like full Hungarian, then you can like do multiple cloves and it'll be fine. And this will do wonders for you. Now, another big tip is to keep to simple foods. This is a massively good time to eat white people foods. Specifically white people foods or like East Asian, I have to say. Because if you find yourself, unless your stomach is very, very like well built and like well fit to handle these things, if you try eating like all these curries and like fried heavy random bullshit, it's just gonna reject it. You're not gonna absorb the nutrients. You're not gonna feel good. It's just gonna be very heavy. So what do I recommend eating other than raw garlic? Because you can't just survive on raw garlic. However sad that may be. You can get some really good quality bread, untoasted, with some butter. And that's your meal. That's how simple I'm talking. You can just get a soup. Just a chicken soup, chicken broth, chicken stock, whatever. I notice Americans don't really know how to make this because they don't eat soup here because they're fucking dumb. That's not charitable, but it's kind of true. Like, if you don't eat soup, you are kind of stupid. And Americans don't seem to eat too much soup. The reason why you're stupid if you don't eat soup is because it's super low calorie, super good for hydration, and it's very, very tasty because it has a bunch of salt, it has a bunch of amino acids, it has a bunch of the goodness from the vegetables and the meats that you can just drink in a very delicious and palatable form. So get yourself a bone broth for like $10 if you live in the hills and you're like fucking rich, or make yourself a soup for like $2 if you're not. As to how to go about making that, it's really honestly it's really complicated. I don't know if I have enough brain points right now to tell you how to make that. It's like you deconstruct, what's that called? You like break up a chicken and then you put like the spine in and the fucking whatever and like a little bit of the meat parts, just as much bone and collagen as you can, and also the like gristly bits. You boil that with an onion. Then after an hour you add in carrot, celery, parsley root or parsnip or some other root vegetable, just not potatoes. Don't be retarded. I know that goes without saying, but in case it doesn't for some of you. And then you go in with like some thyme, rosemary, a little bit of garlic. You don't have to put rosemary. Bay leaf if you're feeling fancy, a few peppercorns, then you let that simmer, not boil, but simmer for a good 2 to 3 hours, and then you'll have a really good soup. So you drink that, and honestly, just bread and butter, soup, and the raw garlic, and you'll be set. Because you'll have very simple nutrients, and this isn't like, for all the dumbasses out here like comparing the macros of this, it's not like an efficient macro split or whatever, but that's not the point. The point is that you stay hydrated, you get energy that your body can actually put down, and that you get some of these like magical healing properties from the garlic. Speaking of magical healing properties, one last thing that I can recommend is if you can tolerate milk fairly well and not have any digestive issues and you don't shit yourself vigorously, then you can make like a turmeric milk mixture with a bunch of honey, and then you can like drink that. Even though that seems like a weird spice, it's not like spicy, so you should be able to handle it. I just don't recommend any curries. Pho, Vietnamese pho, is very, very good for this for the same reason as the soup is, because it has a bunch of different parts. It has like, I don't know, bull testicle and like chicken, like turkey, flab, skin, neck, whatever, and like tripe and all these like weird things that you've never even seen in your life. So pho can be really, really good. Granted, it's from a good source, from a good restaurant, and granted, they don't cut corners. Interestingly enough, Chinese food can also be really good, because especially like in the American Chinese food places, like proper, real, like authentic Chinese food, I know it's an umbrella term, but proper, real Chinese food is like significantly more spicy than the Americanized Chinese food. So Americanized Chinese food, not Panda Express, but if you can find like a family restaurant, then that seems to be really good, because it's just a bunch of sodium, basically. It's just a bunch of salt and sugar and whatever the fuck. But if you don't want it, don't eat it. That's also the really big thing. If you don't want it, just don't eat it. So another beverage that can help is like a ginger, honey, lemon, green tea. I think that's very good. You just mix all those ingredients, and it's a hot beverage, obviously. Aside from that, what else is funny? If you have like a performance coming up, if you have either a big PR to hit and you just got like slightly sick and you're just like, okay, fuck this, I'm not gonna let this sickness affect me, or if you have like a competition, God forbid, and then you got sick, you're like, okay, fuck this. It does work to just eat as much as possible, to just like giga bulk and like bloat max. It does work because it just gives your body a great amount of energy, and your body will use that energy in the short term. That does work in the short term. Granted, it's not like really spicy curries, but in the long term, it's not going to be healthy. In the long term, just take it easy on your stomach. But if you need to perform in the short term, then just like blow it max and eat all the food you can and all the water you can. Should you fast if you feel like it? Yeah. That's about it for what to eat. Yeah, what not to eat, like really spicy curries and stuff, and like very heavy fried foods, and like anything with a bunch of cream, I wouldn't. And also anything with like undercooked egg, I wouldn't, just for like your immune system's gonna be weakened, so why do that? Yeah, that's pretty much how to eat to recover. Buy my stuff in the description.